That's the joke.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird is a winner. Well, a bird, bird, bird.
Listen, here's what happened. I put together a list of over 100 Disney birds. Plot-related Disney animated birds, and I'm about to rank all of them, and you can too. And because it's Thanksgiving, not only am I gonna rank them, I'm also gonna take into account which one of them I'd like to eat. S-class, iconic birds. Just the cream of the cream when it comes to birds, all right? Just, you can't get any better than these Disney birds. They are the best. A-class birds, they wish that they were as iconic as S-class, but they're just not good enough. They're still great. They're still great birds. B-class birds, you know what? The general public accepts them. I accept them. They have my respect, but they didn't earn it. You know, C-class, haven't seen it, so pointless. I'm otherwise assuming that this bird is terrible until proven otherwise, so they're going in the C-class. D-class, duds. E, it's almost Thanksgiving. That means everyone's gonna be thinking about eating birds, so I'm gonna be thinking about eating all of these birds, and if they seem eatable to me, in E they go. And F-class is just worthless. Why do we even... The worst birds. Abby Mallard from Chicken Little. Haven't seen it. Looks like if Goofy was a bird, that's what it would look like. Abigail and Amelia, these are the goose from Aristocats, and definitely eatable. 2 goose, better than 1 geese. These are some good goosers. Some geesey gooses. Oh, the Alan-a-Dale rooster. Can you even, I think you can eat a rooster. I mean, you can eat a chicken, and a rooster's just like a dude chicken. I'm pretty sure that that's safe. Oh, the Arukatan bird. This is the most annoying bird that Disney has ever animated. D class. Archimedes. You know what? S class. This Archimedes set the stage for wise, lovable owl companions. Why is it that birds are always just so smart, or they're so stupid in films? Like Becky from Finding Dory, who is stupid. The stupidest bird. D. I wouldn't eat Becky. Also, she's so mangy. Big Mama from Fox and the Hound. Boy, that movie's gonna make you cry. But you know, you combine the loving iconicness of Al S-class with the motherly instincts of, you know, like a mama who does this kind of stuff in a movie. A-class, bringing it home. Birds that land on the beast, thus softening the heart of Belle, leading the stages, setting the stage for his redemption. These birds are the ultimate love connection birds. These are S-class birds. Iconic. Hey, Blue Fairy as a dove delivering a message, Geppetto's in a whale. That was the original tweet. S-class. Oh, the Bluebird from Snow White. I really think that Twitter has just co-opted all of their branding, because this bird's iconic, and come on, Twitter. Oh, Buck Cluck, I hear is the worst chicken ever animated. You know what? E-class, though. He's nice and round. I bet he's delicious. Oh, those beetle birds from Jungle Book. You know, they couldn't get, and then they sang Barbershop Quartet. D. Oh, Chicken Little, that movie that we only remember that giant balloon that was inflated to that failed theme park. It's the only thing people talk about that movie. D. The worst. Listen, I was promised like some kind of DJ Rex lovable, iconic thing for this ride, and instead I got like this like frog in a rocking chair equivalent of this fat bird that just like twirls at the X. Come on, the worst. Oh, Cinderella's birds. I love the idea of a poor bird. I mean, like, look, they have like peasant shoes on. As if this implies a hierarchy of birds out there. That makes me laugh. B class. Someone had to animate those flappy necks, and that makes me so uncomfortable. That makes me so uncomfortable. F class. These birds are. Speaking of circle of life birds, these guineas, the guinea fowl, the fowls, whatever they are, very eatable. You can eat those things, right? I've seen fowl on lots of menus. You know what? Flamingo thing, this is an iconic Disney bird moment. Daisy is so basic. B, she gets B class. She's so basic. Darkwing Duck is a absolute like legend. Let's Get Dangerous. Let's Get Dangerous, Darkwing Duck, S-Class Bird. Debbie is the voice in all, Debbie is that little voice in all our heads, you know? But completely pointless character. Diablo, Maleficent's bird, you know, Disney was on top of it, showing that this is single-handedly the smartest companion, the most devious companion, the most like evil companion. And you know what? Crows are actually that smart in real life. They're terrifying. This is an iconic bird. S-Class. These two were consistently thwarted by a caterpillar through the entire. Do you think they have my respect? We can eat them. They're definitely eatable. They're wild fowl, 100%. The Dodo from Alice Wonderland. When I was a kid, I used to think that this bird was definitely friends with those pirate guys from Mary Poppins who like fired the cannon every day at like 3. This bird definitely knows those guys. A-Class. Donald Duck, you know, we don't need this anymore, Donald. You know, we have Xanax now. We have Xanax. You know what, I'm gonna put them with basic. They're both basic. They really are. Daisy and Donald are truly the most basic of the Fab Five, 100%. They're the worst birds. They're the worst. They offer nothing. They complicate everything. All they do is make problems. And they're so selfish. They're truly, oh, is that why so many Disney fans like them? Because they see them, they empathize with the characters so much? Because they're all terrible and self-centered. Oh my God, am I terrible and self-centered? Wait, I don't identify with Donald, so I guess I'm safe. Woo! Ducky, Toy Story 4, a perfect example of Disney just trying to make original characters so they can maintain all of the licensing rights in a movie littered with toys that they don't have the licensing rights to. A-Class, I actually like Ducky. Oh, the Dumbo Crows? I don't think that we're allowed to adequately rank them, so we'll just throw them in the F-Class. Because they're horrible. Fantasia doves? I think that these doves single-handedly informed my love of redheads later in life. S-Class. Ooh, the Fearsome Five. S-Class. Oh, the Firebird. This is, you know, from Fantasia 2000. This just has such Moana vibes. But it's pretty, I don't know. Did anybody see Fantasia 2000? I don't think so. Oh, Flit, the single most worthless companion in all of companionship in Disney films, D-Class. Remember, folks, the majority of the people on the internet out there are this bird, right? Including maybe you. I'm this bird sometimes, though, so it's okay. Oh, A-Class on that one. Remember the last time you watched Bambi? No, nobody has. When was the last time anybody watched Bambi? It's like, you know what? I really want to be reminded of the devastating forest fires in California and be depressed. No thanks, we're gonna throw that in D-Class. Goosey Lucy makes me all the characters from this film, I you know what? I'm so happy I haven't seen Chicken Little. Absolutely not. The Sky is Falling, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Goslin Mallard though, you know what? This was like the female bird Robin to Darkwing Duck. A-Class. Hayabusa, Sean Yu's bird. It just makes me, I'll give him B. I think, you know what? I think we should set up Hey Hey with that pigeon from Finding Dory because they're two of the stupidest birds in all of Disney animation. I'll throw Hey Hey. You know what though? If Maui could eat him, I'd eat him too. Of all the pictures of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, why did we settle on this one? Why did we settle on this one? They're going into B-Class just because of they would have been A-Class if it would have been a better picture, but I'm not having any of that. You know what? With Iago, I am so used to the idea of Iago being like burnt to a featherless crisp because of the Aladdin TV show, because there was always a trope of him being like featherless and burnt, and he looked exactly like a rotisserie chicken before it got cooked. And I was just thinking, how could my brain not associate that from now on? So I would totally eat sorry, but I would totally eat him. I would totally eat Iago. Jose from the Three Caballeros, A-Class bird. Look at him. Any bird with an umbrella like that is good in my book. Kevin, I don't trust a Kevin. There's not a single Kevin out there that I trust. I'd give it a B. You know, he didn't really do much for me. I know that upsets you, Kenny. I know you're a big Kevin fan. Yeah. Kevin's babies, though, this baby is likely the size of a full-grown turkey. And look how plump it is. I bet you could eat this. 100% could eat this baby. And I don't, you're not going to hear me say that often, but I would definitely, I would eat that. I would eat that baby bird. I would. Chewie would eat a porg. So, what do you want from me? Oh, the Kiss the Girl flamingos. These flamingos always took me for perverts. So that we'll put them in B. Cusco bird. It's like, hey, I love the guy who animated this bird. It's like, you guys seriously just want me to like redo Iago? Because that's what this is. D. I don't need it. Lady Cluck though. Hello. Chickens for dinner. E. Launchpad McQuack is the guy that you will, you'll get in a car with him because you're going to get there on time and whatnot, but it's going to be the most anxiety-inducing ride you've ever had in your entire life. We all have a friend like that. I'm afraid that I am that friend for a lot of people. Lucy the Goose, it's fine. It's fine. Like, this movie was already bad enough because it was like, it already involves math and there's no princess. No kid wants to watch 101 Dalmatians, you know what I mean? No kid's like, yeah. And you know what? If you are that kid, do some self-reflection. Yeah, you know what though? I'll give it a pity B. I'll give her a pity B. I mean, it's fine. They drove the plot just a little bit. Ludwig von Drank is like the Elon Musk of Disney birds. Go ahead and tell me I'm wrong. Ooh, Madam Mim. Again, another delicious, thick bird ready to be eaten. I am here for it. Ballet birds from Fantasia. The millions of horribly deformed toes that these freaking birds are responsible for. And look, they're not even doing like that. I don't know dance words. F class. Major Turkey Lurkey makes me so uncomfortable to look at. I've never seen this movie, of course, but I'm just so uncomfortable looking at this bird, and I also would never eat this bird, so C class it goes. The Marahoot, Rescuers Down Under. This is definitely the bird that James Cameron got inspiration for that big bird in his movie. It's Thanksgiving for days when you're eating a Marahoot. You know what I mean? I mean, you're also destroying like a cultural legendary bird, and that's something you have to live with, but you'll be living with it with a full belly. A belly full of legendary bird meat. Speaking of legendary bird meat, Maui as a hawk, I'd eat that bird. 100%. That is a thick Maui. Those mine seagulls, single most annoying damn birds that Disney, and then they made animatronics of them. Rendering that corner of Epcot completely unbearable because you hear them for miles on the thick humid air that just carries everything that is annoying through it. That two-headed pigeon from Monsters Inc. You don't want to eat a pigeon. You don't want to, B class. You don't want to eat a pigeon. Mother Bird from Alice. I don't even remember this part of the movie. I don't even remember, but I'd eat it. I'd eat that bird. Mr. Stork. This picture tastes like pickles. S class. You not get the pickle joke? Mm-mm. Those pickles that have their thing as a stork. Nigel from Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. What does that damn bird eat? Because all he does is talk to fish and help them. B class. Orange Bird. A legend says that you could just absorb vitamin D just by looking at a picture of Orange Bird, so I'm here for it. Orange Bird is legendary S class. Orville. Is this guy related to that seagull in The Little Mermaid? Because they look like they could be brothers. And you could totally eat this one. 100%. 100% eatable.
You eat a seagull?
You know what? It's a thick seagull, dude. It's got, sometimes you just got to settle for seagull meat. Al from Winnie the Pooh has not earned an ounce of my respect. B class. Pablo Penguin just makes me want dessert. I'm going to give that an A class. You can't eat a penguin. Ugh, I can't imagine that's...
But you eat a seagull.
Panchito's a legend in his own right. I'm going to put him up here in A class. I love any bird that wears spurs. Peck, that one from that Pixar short. That poor bird The single hardest working bird in all Disney animation. God, don't you feel like you're that bird sometimes? Oh, the penguin waiters. This is where the bar was set for animated birds, I think, was with the penguin waiters. I mean, they're god tier birds. They're just, I'm gonna put them in first place in the S class because they're just like the greatest birds ever. The Peter Pan Swans that he rides look like they're totally freaking out. Like, what in the hell is this guy doing? A class. Why is it that the entire cast of Bambi is eatable? You can literally eat every character in Bambi. Pheasant, I'm here for it. The pigeon that attacks Tortilla, Mr. Potato Head. I feel like the pigeon is 2020 and the tortilla is my best laid plans. What an bird, F class. The pigeons in Bolt are the single stupidest freaking birds. Again, I feel like D is just becoming the class of birds that are either stupid or have not lived up to the hype. Oh, speaking of living up to the hype, Piper is just the cutest damn bird. And I didn't know that birds could breathe underwater. That sure taught me so much, S class. Professor Owl. This man is responsible for educating an entire school of birds. Do you understand? We need to respect teachers more, S class. That raven from Snow White feels like the meth head cousin of Diablo from Sleeping Beauty. This bird is on edge. It makes me uncomfortable, actually, F class. Scrooge Mcduck. Scrooge Mcduck makes me so uncomfortable because it's a bird that dives into a sea of coins and then spits coins out of his mouth like a regurgitating circus freak. And then you can like taste. I've never been comfortable with Scrooge Mcduck. F class. I'm F classing him. He's done. Scuttle. You know what? Any bird that can introduce me to words like dinglehopper in my youth, informing me that I too can just make up nonsense and it's funny. Scuttle is single-handedly one of the most important birds, comedy-wise, from my animated youth, S class, all the way to the top. Dinglehopper me any day. Secretary Bird from Bedknobs and Broomsticks looks like he would be Sam Eagle's best friend. I have no time for him. I'm gonna put him in D class. That shaved seagull, as a kid, I used to be so disturbed that Smee shaves, like, instead of Captain Hook's face. Used to always be just so upset by, like, the implied malnourishment of that seagull, that Smee was able to slide his razor blade through the bird's thick, birdy, feathery quills with such ease and, like, smoothness. What was wrong with that bird? Feathers are not that easy to shave. It always made me so uncomfortable. But you know what? Now that it's shaved, we can eat it. Sitka as an eagle. Isn't it funny that like the most iconic animated eagle is a movie about Canada? It's from a movie about Canada. I messed up the joke. It's okay. It wasn't a good joke to begin with. I'm not really proud of it. I'm just gonna put the bird in B class and just call it just move on to the next one. Oh, this owl from Sleeping Beauty is living his best Doctor Strange cosplay life, honey. Look at this owl floating around in that red cape. This owl's iconic though, S class. Oh, stork pitcher from, why does birds with teeth make me so uncomfortable? They don't need teeth, they have beaks. This is a bird with teeth. Ugh, F, that hawk from Sword of the Stone that would chase around, that bird's such an F class. Oh, that talking crow. You know what? I was too busy being distracted by how similar the witch from Brave looked like this witch from Spirited Away. I just got completely taken out of the scene. It's a B. I'll give it a B class. Oh, that bird from Bug's Life? 100% eatable. It's the most well-fed bird in all of Disney animation. We know that bird is eaten good. Wild, gamey flavor. Oh, what in the hell is the Good Dinosaur? And what is what happened? What happened to the Good Dinosaur? What happened? I'm gonna put this whatever this thing is, F class. No, I'm not happy for it. Trigger and Nutsy are 100% just Monty Python characters, so B. Okay, now we're gonna rapid fire all of these Alice in Wonderland like voodoo weirdo birds. Birdcage bird is a hilarious pun. I think it's really funny. I'm going to give that an A class. Birds that are pencils and hammers make me really uncomfortable. Imagine a bird that's a hammerhead landing on you and just pecking your face to death. F class. I don't really like that at all. That makes me really uncomfortable. Birds that are horns. Birds are already annoying enough. We don't need birds to be more annoying. Next, birds that are a mirror. I mean, that could be convenient. That feels very like Flintstones useful kind of bird. We're going to B class that one. Accordion bird, again, owls. We don't need birds to be more engaging, loud, or annoying. Shovel bird. You know, sometimes you need to dig a hole, and if you have a shovel bird, we're gonna A class that bird. That's a incredibly useful bird. I am 100% here for it. And then umbrella birds? What? And I don't understand the usefulness of an umbrella bird whatsoever unless you live in an area that's rainy and full of mosquitoes, in which case umbrella bird becomes incredibly useful. So we're gonna A class umbrella birds. Uncle Waldo, this bird looks like it always owes you $16. D class. I don't trust this bird. It's not a bird I can trust. The vultures from Snow White, oh my God, the more you look at them, the more they're like evil beaky nipples of death. Like, ugh. I'm really uncomfortable the more I look at them. We're just gonna put them in F class and move on. Ugh. Wart as a bird is just like, it just has like young Justin Bieber energy, which I'm 100% here for. So we'll just put that in B class. Wheezy has none of my respect, all right? All 4 Toy Story movies are about toys who are just trying to escape the confines of the bedroom and the play space to fix themselves, to save their friends, to better themselves, to learn, to grow, to evolve. And Wheezy is just dusty on a shelf, giving up on life, waiting for other people to solve his problems. And then they do, and he rolls in with a smashing musical number at the end. And now he has his own humongous animatronic for like a roller coaster in the parks, and he didn't solve any of his own problems. F class. I'm 100% not here for it. Wilbur, let's eat him. 100% eatable. Again, you think I'm crazy. Weren't flamingos precarious enough? Was there a reason why we had to give them yo-yos? Because it's hilarious. A class. Zazu's incredible. He's my favorite. He's got the best song in the Lion King show on Broadway. They cut it, makes me really sad. The Morning Report, they added it to the extended edition, anniversary Lion King. Anyway, Zazu's an iconic bird, despite the fact that so many people think he's annoying, so I'm gonna give him an A class. Zippity Doodah bird. Are we even allowed to rank this bird? I don't know. We'll just precariously place it in B class and hope that that doesn't upset anybody.
I put it in F.
But the Zippity Doodah hummingbirds, F class, 100%. Whew, that's 100 Disney birds ranked. And I think we have a nice thick serving of bird for Thanksgiving this year. You can make your own Disney bird tier list and share it with me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Come visit me on Patreon. Make your tier list. Check the description for the link to it. Share it. Send it to your friends. Send it to me. I want to see how you rank the Disney birds. Thanks for watching, guys. You rock.